Hello everyone. Welcome to today's microclass. Coffee. This beverage that condenses time and culture. Its rich classification system demonstrates humanity's in-depth study of coffee beans and endless exploration. From different species origins to their unique growing regions and meticulous processing methods, coffee classification is like an intricately drawn map, leading us to the source of coffee beans, unlocking their ever-changing flavor codes. Below we'll introduce two classification methods, by coffee species and processing methods. Regarding species classification, coffee varieties can be mainly divided into Arabica, Robusta, and Liberica. These three coffee varieties are the three primary species of coffee trees. Their quality surpasses that of other coffee varieties. Among all coffee types, Arabica, Robusta, and Liberica have the highest cultivation rates, accounting for 80%. Other varieties make up the remaining 30%. Arabica originated in Ethiopia's Abyssinian highlands, initially used mainly as medicine. This coffee entered Europe via Arabia in the 16th century and subsequently became a globally beloved beverage. Arabica coffee has low resistance to natural drying, damage, and especially vulnerable to coffee leaf rust, its number one enemy. Arabica is mainly grown in South America, Central America, Africa, and Asia, with about 1.5% caffeine content. Robusta originated in Congo, Africa, accounting for 30% of global coffee production. Robusta means robust. This coffee species not only resists pests and diseases well, but can survive in any soil, even growing wild. Thus cultivatable in high-temperature regions, fast-growing and easy to cultivate, with the advantage of low cost, primarily used for blending, or as the main ingredient for instant coffee. Liberica variety, originating from West Africa. The Liberica coffee is native to this region. Whether in high or low temperatures, humid or dry environments, the Liberica coffee plant exhibits strong adaptability. The diversity of coffee species is a microcosm of biodiversity in nature. Arabica, Robusta, and Liberica. Different coffee species represent the evolutionary history of coffee's origin. Coffee processing methods refer to the process from harvesting to becoming export-ready beans, significantly impacting flavor and quality. The classification of processing methods further demonstrates human mastery in coffee processing techniques. Each processing method profoundly influences the bean's flavor, color, and mouthfeel. The selection and application of these methods not only reflect growers' wisdom and experience, but also highlight coffee culture's diversity and inclusiveness. Main coffee processing methods include: natural process beans are sun-dried. The oldest and most primitive method involves spreading harvested cherries directly on the ground or raised beds for drying. Drying duration varies depending on regional climate, typically around 4 weeks. This traditional sun-drying method is common in water-scarce regions, requiring extremely arid climates, like Ethiopia and Brazil. Natural process advantages include maximizing beans' original flavor. Sun-dried beans have intense aroma with earthy notes. But drawbacks exist. vulnerability to weather conditions, potential for defects and impurities, and being time-consuming with relatively low efficiency. Washed processed bean refers to coffee beans processed through the washed method. Coffee cherries are soaked in flowing water channels, removing floating defective beans, then using machines to strip off skin and pulp, submerging in water tanks for half to 1 full day to remove mucilage from bean surfaces. This method is primarily used in Colombia, Mexico, and Guatemala. Advantages of washed beans. Resulting beans have beautiful coloration, few impurities, clean beans with shorter processing time. Disadvantage. Soaking duration is hard to control precisely. If improperly managed, can produce fermented odors and sourness. Semi-washed beans. Green coffee beans processed via semi-washed method. First, removes defective beans. Uses machinery to depulp, then spreads berries for sun drying. Rehydrates after drying. Uses special machines to remove dried pulp, extracting the seeds. Indonesia's manteling mostly employs semi-washed processing. Advantage. Water, efficient production, balanced coffee cherry flavors. Disadvantages. The entire semi-wash process is labor, requires meticulous care to ensure quality, time-consuming and laborious. Honey-processed beans. Green coffee beans processed via honey method, also called semi-dry processing. Primary method in Costa Rican coffee production. First, removes skin and pulp from cherries, retaining mucilage, then proceeds to drying. During processing, beans remain sticky surfaced, as if coated with golden honey, hence honey processing. This method bridges natural sun-drying and washed processing techniques, preserving washed method's advantages, while enhancing sweetness and caramel notes. Classified by mucilage retention level and post-fermentation coloration into black, red, yellow honey, and white honey, 4 distinct tiers. Each tier offers unique flavor profiles. Honey processing combines benefits of both natural and washed methods, preserving beans' original character. It also helps remove impurities, allowing the beans to fully develop. Its disadvantage is the processing typically takes 2 to 3 weeks, or even longer in cloudy weather, making it relatively inefficient. Anaerobic processed beans refer to coffee beans processed anaerobic process, also known as carbonic maceration, originated from the wine industry. In recent years, this technique has been widely adopted in coffee processing. Coffee processed this way features intense fruity notes and acidity. Its advantage lies in the anaerobic fermentation, which compared to conventional methods, better highlights the coffee's sweetness and body, accentuating richer, fuller flavors. The downside is it increases acidity. If fermentation conditions aren't well controlled, flavor profiles may vary significantly, potentially developing unpleasant tastes. Lactic fermented beans are green coffee beans. Undergoing lactic fermentation is an aerobic process, aiming to cultivate high concentrations of lactic acid bacteria, thereby enriching coffee flavors. The benefit is that lactic fermentation thoroughly breaks down sugars in coffee cherries, converting esters and proteins into alcohols and acids, creating more aromatic, full-bodied coffee. The drawbacks include lengthy fermentation, high technical requirements, and difficult quality control. Additionally, lactic fermentation alters the coffee's aroma and color, and may even modify the cherry's structure, making it hard to preserve original flavors. Within this diverse coffee spectrum, we not only taste different coffee profiles, but also experience the culture, history, and stories behind them. Whether classified by variety or process, coffee demands extensive labor and expertise. These workers, through their skilled hands and dedication, transform each coffee cherry into delicious brews. We should cherish every cup and appreciate this labor of love, enhance our sense of social responsibility, and learn to respect others' labor. Let's embark on this coffee journey together to explore the unique charm and endless allure behind every cup of coffee.